Okay, well I'm pleased to say we're joined by lead coach of our National League Academy Southside, Bobby Joe Taylor, just for a reflection on our final game of the 2024 calendar year, which took place yesterday afternoon at Greenwich University. We travelled to face Welling United and came away with a 2-2 draw in the end, and that point comes off the back of a run of a few weeks where we just fine margins, results not gone our way. But Bob, just your reflections on the game yesterday and just a recap on the last few weeks for the National Academy South team.
So 2-2 draw yesterday, obviously with Welling. Back-to-back weeks playing those as well, same team. We played them in the National League Cup week beforehand here at Meadowbank. It's like cliche, it's one of those, we've had 2 games against Welling where we have been probably some of our better performances across the whole season so far. And we came off the back of the National League Cup losing 3-1 after having 30 box entries, 40 box entries, hit the post, hit the crossbar, missed one-on-ones, missed sitters, scored a chance that you wouldn't even think would score. And I knew it was just going to go that way, and they scored their first chance that they had. And then we got back in the game and we were back on top again, and then they scored a really good goal. We was chasing it, but we performed really well. We had Rob was in as well watching it, who's linked between the first team as well, and said that you could see some really good highlights of how we play the Wanderers way. That's embedded in the youth section, which is a real good achievement for us. Just shows the intelligence that we have going through the academy and prepping the boys if we can to get to that part. But unfortunately we didn't get the result, which was, was really disappointing. I come in, I said, I can't have a go at you. I thought you performed outstanding. We just didn't take our chances on the day. And sometimes it happens in football, you get them days. And then yesterday, obviously, we travelled down there again. And again, the boys performed really well. It's really frustrating. So it's really frustrating because when you see the goals that we score, Dan, our goals are really well worked. Like you look at our first goal that we scored yesterday, we transfer the ball how we play from one side to the other to Gabriel, gets the ball, puts a great delivery in the box, we load the box with bodies, Bez scores a fantastic header, directed it into the far corner, great goal. And then you look at the goals we concede. One of them is just to put and these moments happen, but we've got time and composure, and Chris lashes at it a bit. They go on a counter from a wide area. Personally, I might see it back. I think probably Louis could do better with it, but just like that, after having so much domination in the game, literally so much, they didn't press us very well. They couldn't press us. They didn't know how we was moving, rolling yet. We were so good in terms of position of the ball, and just like that, of our own doing, we can see the goal. And then for the second goal, it's like men v boys. Set pieces. You can't have 2 players at the back post, 3 headers. We never get that luxury. Hits the crossbar, bounces down, they get a second face. But as a whole, during the game, across 90 minutes, and we went down to 10 men, and we still dominated the game, and we still had the better chances. How we didn't win the game by the end of it, I don't know. But we score, and Seb scores a goal, which is great for him, and we end up coming away with a point. But I come in again and said, I'm just, in all fairness, it got overseen a little bit, overhauled with what happened after the game. How my players handled that moment spectacularly. I'm so proud of them for that, and I made it clear, so we didn't have to divert over that. We still wanted to pinpoint what happened at the game, and I just said to them that again, I come in probably the same as how they feel, disappointed, frustrated, bit gutted, because it's we're outperforming teams at times, dominating games, which is what we're renowned for. So in terms of what we're trying to do, and listen, results are important. We want to win games, and we want to do well, but ultimately the player growth is the most important thing, right? So the fact that we're still doing the things that we are trying to do and we're set out to do is obviously a real highlight and a real positive. So that being said, obviously it's a draw. We had a really good spell with 8 games, unbeaten all the way through the campaign, and then we hit a bit of a roadblock. We had to change quite a lot for a couple of weeks in and out with players. A lot of youngsters in there more so with the physicality side of things, playing against some players that have a few more third years is probably become unstuck a little bit, and we've been bullied at times, but this is all part and parcel of them understanding what they need to, it's good that they're learning this because they now know that they have to step up to the plate, and that comes first before we earn the right to play. But what we did do in those games is we played to their game. So if people want to try and put us in a fight, and we're not that type of team, we can't allow that to happen. And that's a little bit of intelligence that we have to come out with, that when they do it, we have to manage their moments and then make sure that we do what we could. And we went off script a little bit, to be honest. I was quite disappointed. And I made that clear to the boys that, I'm okay with people having that little bit of freedom at times. So in moments, in games, in percentages, they might be able to do off-the-cuff things. But predominantly, we have a plan. We organise the boys well. We know how we like to play. We've got multiple ways of playing against different formations. When the game's a certain type of game, we know how we want to play. We always have plan A's, plan B's, and we completely come away from it. That was the most disappointing thing for me, because it's like, right, I feel like I've got to go back to the drawing board. But I sat down with the boys. They're great lads. They really are, genuinely. They're all invested. It's a great time for the academy at the moment. I said it to them, and they're well aware of that now, which means there's a lot more bite in them, because the gaffer's open to giving some more opportunities. We've got some more of the black boys training with us at first team, which is fantastic. But I'm over the moon. Rob coming in to try and link that as well with what Jordan's obviously created, what we're doing. Me, Jordan, importantly, as director, and me and Danny and all the staff, Webber and everyone. It's fantastic. So the boys know that now. So when you get them in, and I spoke to them, I said, look, let's just go back to what we know. Just go back to the basics, make sure we do it with a good intensity and a good tempo, and then we'll start to see how good we are. And we showed that in the last 2 performances, and we haven't got the results that we deserved, but that's football. So tough run of games at times, or far undoing, but this is part of football. You've got to learn. For me, I said to the boys, we never lose, we learn. We never lose, we learn, and we've learned a lot. So it's now a great time to have a little bit of a reset. Enjoy the Christmas break, but I will be sending stuff out for them to make sure that they don't just go completely off script. Have a reset, wind down a bit, enjoy some time with the family, and then the boys know that when we come back, it's back to the grind. We're back on script. It's going to be even more detailed than ever. I'm going to make sure of that, and we're going to try and kick on in 2025. And our aim here, me, Jordan, Jack, Dunny, Webber, the likes of those lead coaches. We really want to try and push some of these boys in. I play in the first team, and I'd love to see someone if I was playing, take my place. That'd be really good for us, because I think it's really important, and the boys are really invested. It's great. So looking forward to going into the new year, Dan, and hopefully the boys come back fresh-minded. They all know that it's really, really important now. A really good time for them, especially with all the opportunities that are rising. So I'm expecting us to have a lot of fire in the belly when we come back. Really looking forward to that.
Fantastic. No, we can certainly reflect on a 2024 calendar year as a year of great progress for the Academy, no doubt about that. We go again in 2025, the National Academy Southside return on Wednesday, January the 8th, away to Woking, so Surrey Derby to get us back in, up and running in the new year. So look forward to that. Bob, thanks for your time as always.
Pleasure.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas to everyone. Enjoy yourselves.
And we'll go again in 2025.
Top man.